Hello and welcome to the Capes and Lunatics Book Club, Episode 3. We're on Part 2 of the trilogy. Tonight's topic is Too Hard to Handle by author John Parrish. Yes. What?
Nepotism. I love it.
Hey, I invite your relatives to write a book. We'll review it.
We'll have to interview each other whenever our comic book ever comes out.
I was thinking about that. I mean, maybe this is the place to discuss it, book club, but I don't know. Like, we're looking for artists and stuff. Would it be easier rather than do a comic to do like a series of novels?
Yeah, probably.
We wouldn't have to worry about art, except for like a front cover.
If you want to go the lazy route, fine.
Hey, whatever's gonna get us there, you know.
Stick figures. I'm telling you, it's all the rage in the millennial circles. Anyway.
I
was really impressed with this second outing. Like sometimes, yeah.
I was gonna say I liked it a lot better. I thought the main character came off as a lot more sympathetic,
relatable.
Yes.
Yeah. The backstory, the flashbacks. You know how I feel about flashbacks, overuse of flashbacks. But I actually liked these, and they made sense, and they were timed very well, and we really got to know the protagonist a lot better, and like we got to know Boston a lot better, and it was a lot of it. If anybody who like reads this book that's like from the Boston area, you can tell that like he loves Boston, and he did all these like little small attention to detail things. I thought it was pretty cool. Like usually I like stories set in New York because I'm more familiar with New York, and you know New York's just a great character, but he made Boston shine.
Oh yeah, I mean you could tell that I forget how many years he's lived there, but yeah, he really likes Boston, and yeah, I knew you were gonna love the flashbacks, you know. So we're like, you know how we love the flashbacks, Arrow.
Well, season 1 and 2, hell yeah, that was the caliber of these flashbacks. So,
but I mean, we get like Arrow quality flashbacks. Like I said, the main character I think is a lot more sympathetic, and you know, you want to root for her more than, at least for me, than the first one.
Yeah.
And I mean, we did the Arrow comparison, but like for all our comic book friends out there, I think, would you compare her a little to Jessica Jones, maybe, at least the TV version?
I can see that actually.
Maybe Jessica Jones with no powers.
Maybe they're coming. Maybe that's the twist in the third book. Wouldn't that be funny? Have you read the third book yet? I got to like the first 3 chapters.
No, I haven't read the third one yet. But
yeah, her brother. I don't know, man. There's always one in every family. Are you that one? Are you the bad brother in the family, Phil?
I'm an only child, so I'm probably the good and the bad.
He's like, I'm the good, the bad, the ugly, everything.
Exactly.
Oh, it's very neo-noir, I guess, is the word that I'm looking for. And I like it. It's not so pithy and pulpy, but it's kind of grounded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a rich story, but also it's like really easy to get into.
It was so much, like I read this in one sitting. Mm-hmm. Well, no, I read it in 2 sittings because I got interrupted. So, but yeah, like it's hard. It's a hard book to put down. So was the first one. Like you just kept flipping. Well, turn with your finger, as the case were.
I mean, yeah, they're not long books. It's pretty easy to, you know, if you have the time to read them in one sitting, it is good. And like, even though this is like the second book, you could, I mean, I thought there was a lot of time between them when I read the first and second ones. And I thought if you just pick up the second one, you could easily jump in and know what's going on. I mean, they mentioned the first one, but it's not required reading.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that, like where the character is just, you know, is the draw of the book. It's not like that necessarily continuing story.
Mm-hmm.
But he did kind of wrap up a lot of things in a neat little bow at the end.
Oh yeah.
So he didn't like kind of leave you hanging. I kind of appreciate that. I was reading a couple of other reviews and people were like, everything doesn't need to be in a neat bow. I'm like, but sometimes it's nice.
Hmm. I mean, it's like it's like an old detectives. It's like this serialized adventures. It's like, okay,
Exactly.
there's this one. Here's the second one. You really didn't have to read the first one, but
But come on, I was just like, I kept like picturing the town because her brother has robbed this bank and it's the seedy, mobby underworld kind of thing. A little Carmen Falcone action going on to keep
hmm
it in the comic book realm.
there's our route. If we go books, man, we do like a Batman type thing, and we have all these mobsters and stuff.
Can we accidentally have can we have our good guys capture all the villains in a junkyard and have them smushed like what happened in a couple of Batman issues where it started to almost like in the early stories. Yeah, that happened like 4 different times.
Of course. and of,
Golden age of comic books indeed.
and of course, and of course, the main like the head of all the mobs will be like
Fish
of
moon.
course, no, it would be like the professor.
Oh.
Yeah, see, let me tell you about quantum physics, eh?
Oh. Um. I'm like really antsy to finish the third book because I kind of like read a couple of reviews for that. Like, it's even better than the first two. I'm like, really?
Mike, there'll be no more after you read that one.
Oh, that's right. Now we have to pester him to write another book.
Well, I think we're gonna talk to him. Should we talk to him when we review the third book?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and go.
You'll be like, I don't care if you release it to anyone else. Just write it
Just
up and email it to me. Just email it straight to me.
What'd you think of her brother?
Um, I like the story. It's very noir is probably is that what you said? That's probably like the best way to describe it. It reminded me almost of a don't want to say a Scorsese movie or maybe it's just the whole Boston thing, but like I could see this as like a movie. Maybe with a little more thrown in. This could be like a movie.
I just like that little touch about the bank robbery in Boston because, if you ever watch The Town, you know
The
what they say
town.
at the beginning. And it was true for a long time, not so much anymore, but back in the day, it was a very true statement. So I thought that was a nice little touch too.
hmm
She got into a lot of fights in this book, a lot of
Yeah,
dark alleyways, man.
but I mean, I think, like I said, I think she's more sympathetic this time, and it was a lot more justified because it's family and it's.
My favorite thing in the book is the Snoopy snow cone because I had one.
I think if all of us, if we didn't have one, we knew someone who had one.
Snoopy is like my jam. Hold on. So
Oh, I went to kindergarten with a Snoopy book bag.
yeah, I was just like, oh, that's so cute.
I used to love the Red Baron.
What else can we talk about?
I mean, it's good, and I just like I don't know, unless we start doing spoilers. But I'm just like
I know, like I
I
don't
don't want to
want
like spoil
I want
stuff.
you guys to read it.
Exactly. Although oh well, while we're sitting here we're talking about a few after we do the next book and we finish the trilogy. We're talking about what we should review next. If anyone, we have a few ideas. If anyone has any other ideas, send them in. capesandlunatics@gmail.com or 614
Voicemail.
382 Yes.
I created a monster. I'm so sorry.
Do you really think you created a monster? Do you think she created a monster? If so, call the voicemail 614-382-2737.
No, that needs to be a Twitter poll. Because everybody
Oh, our
loves the Twitter
Twitter?
poll.
Yes, everyone. Go to @CapesLunatics on the Twitter machine.
Uh, Um, what else did I want to talk about? Hold on. Have a little outline somewhere. One second.
Oh, and email us or voicemail us or anything, because like we said, we'll probably talk to the author next episode when we do the final book. So if you have any questions or comments about these books or just Boston in general, send them in.
What was your favorite flashback?
Um, I think the one with the Christmas present. I mean, it was sad, but I was like, it went into yeah, it's like yeah, the brother's like kind of a bad guy, but he like was always like trying to watch out for her and stuff, or do stuff for her, even if he didn't go about it the right way.
I think I like that the books had two different tones, but the
Mm-hmm.
character still was the same. You know how sometimes it's like a drastic shift in the protagonist from book to book. Looking at you, John Curtin.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Cause like the first book, it was like the big thing driving it was like the married man she was sleeping with, and then this time it was like the brother.
Yeah, that one was like political intrigue. This one is like, very mobby.
Crime, yes.
Yeah. She also got a little more nuance too, and I like that. So I just like getting to know this character. She's not as kooky as say your Sookie Stackhouse or anything, but that's a good thing.
Well, like we said, I mean, these books don't have a high page count, so I think the first book was all world building, and then this one was like, well, let's flesh her out some. And
remind me to ask him, did he always know he wanted to do this as a trilogy? Note to self.
hmm
Let's see. Mara got around in her youth too, so it's no surprise she ended up sleeping with a married man. Just saying.
Hard streets of Boston.
Yeah, I like the flashback where she talks about how she started learning self defense and like how she got to know Sandy. I thought that was pretty cool because we kind of touched on her subtly in the first book.
Mm-hmm. And the martial arts stuff, I mean, I've had a little experience, but I know a lot of that's accurate because I know he's in the martial arts also. So,
oh, cool.
like he's taken some, yes.
I do wish Sean had been a little bit more fleshed out, though. That was like my one thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like you never know what I mean, I haven't started the third book yet, so who knows? Who knows who will get fleshed out and
I also found this one a lot easier to follow because I remember in the first one, like she had a couple of like dream sequences where you had to like wait to see if it was an actual dream or not.
yeah.
This one was a little more easier to follow, so I appreciated that one too. I mean, it's nothing else really I could say other than I really like this book. I'd give it an A-, like especially how fast you can get through it. If you're like, this is definitely a one sitting book, and that's not a bad thing. Some people think that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, especially in like people busy like us with 77 podcasts and full-time job and kids and puppies and stuff like that. So
Exactly. I mean, we've done the long book. We did American Gods. That's the long book, and now we're doing the shorter books.
what are you talking about? We're doing The Stand next. the unedited, the writer's edition.
War and Peace. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Are we quoting Seinfeld as our running gag on Capes and Lunatics now?
Oh, please. I love Seinfeld. We could review
Me
Seinfeld
too.
episodes. I don't care.
I watch it every day on TBS when I get home from work. Except for tonight. Damn puppy needed food. Y'all will meet him Saturday. Don't you worry.
The puppy?
Mm-hmm. Told you it's going to be a puppy-centric week. Deal with it. What else can I say? What would you give it?
I probably got to agree with what you, did you say A minus?
Hmm.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Just can't recommend it highly enough. I think you guys should definitely pick it up. And if you do or you have, please send us in an email or a voicemail. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, pick up the trilogy. I mean, it's not
It's
it's
$5.99 on the Kindle
yeah.
on the.
I was gonna say financially and even time. Investing time in it. It's not a lot. So
Even the paperbacks are decent. I know the first one's $8.99 and then the other two are $9.99.
hmm
So if you like that handheld feel kind of thing.
all right, is that it then?
Pretty much. Anything else you want to add? Nope.
I don't think so. Well, like I said, join us next episode. We'll have the author on, and any suggestions for future books, or we're kicking a
Should we
few
do
around.
trilogy? Should we do like book series? What do you guys think? He's like, no, one and done's, please, one and done's.
I don't know. I mean, I don't mind series, but like, I just think like the one and dones are better because then we can mix it up more often.
We're reading Harry Potter next. I'm sorry to break it to you.
No.
Ooh, or better yet, Percy Jackson. Because Percy Jackson could always use love. Not the
Find a,
movies, though. Mark Guggenheim. Mark Guggenheim.
find a Marvel series for you to read.
I'm fine with that. We can do the Dark Phoenix. I don't care. As long as it's Jean Grey, I don't care.
Oh yeah, you're on a Jean Grey kick.
I've always been a big fan of Jean Grey, no matter what. Actually, Mara kind of reminds me of her. Redheads, man.
Oh God, you're crazy. All right, let's get out of here. As I mentioned our email, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, and I'm sure I mentioned our voicemail already, 614-382-2737 to share your thoughts on anything on the Capes and Lunatics. And follow us on Facebook. I know I mentioned Twitter @CapesLunatics. And Lilith
Merch.
Hellfire.
Wait, no, you got to mention our merch.
Oh yeah, our merch, like our fabulous T-shirts. There's coffee mugs, phone cases, stickers, I believe. I see sales on there all the time. So yeah, check. There'll be a link on this episode on the podcast. I've been trying to put one on every episode on YouTube, so there's no excuse.
Oh, and if you are watching on YouTube, of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when we're live. Don't miss an episode. And of course, comment below. We appreciate it.
That's right. We need subscribers. Please subscribe and so you know when we're live. Oh, there's one now. But yeah, if you watch on YouTube, check. Of course, as always, Super Connectivity is tomorrow. Capes and Lunatics is Saturday morning, and we'll have a extra special bonus tomorrow. Doing an interview.
Is it gonna? Right. Are you leaving it as a mystery interview?
Yeah.
Let them wonder. Okay.
Let them sit. All right. I think I pulled enough. I think I pulled a hamstring doing all those plugs. Lilith, where can people find you?
You guys can find me at Lil Hellfire. Although I'm not live tweeting anything because Claws and Daytime Divas is done for the summer. But for everything else, you can follow me on @Adventures in FG. That's Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Adventures in FG. Also, you can check out my website, adventuresinfangirling.com. The new TV season is so far yet so close away. So, it's coming.
All right. As for me, want to do an interview or send us free stuff, email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am @nightwingpdp. And like I said, contact us. Let us know. Do you like the crime dramas we've been doing, or do you like the fantasy, like we did American Gods? Do you want us to do everything else on here is superheroes? Do you want us to do superhero books? Do you want us to stay away? Do some, mix it up. We're loose. All right, I guess that's it. hit the music on myself. So, join us next time when we finish up the trilogy with the author himself, John Parrish. Should have had this in front of me. The final book is Too Late to Run.
Dun dun dun!
Will Mara make it out alive? Because it is the final
That's
book.
why it's only a trilogy.
Oh, maybe. For Love, Hellfire, myself, this has been the Capes and Lunatics Book Club. Good night!